Reporters have always had to defend their work, but the trolling of journalists has grown commonplace. And many female media professionals are dealing with the kind of hate messages that men will never see.
As soon as the series was published, I started receiving an average of 90 hate messages per hour. Maybe Maria Ressa's dream is to become the ultimate porn star in a gangbang scene. So, it's not.
Comments about their gender, appearance, sexuality. The language can be ugly and violent. Threats of sexual assaults and rape have grown disturbingly common.
I can say with no doubt that Facebook endangered my life, and now Twitter is endangering my life.
When I launched Sandy Hook Promise, I was warned that Second Amendment extremists would come after me, but no one was able to warn me that, the idea of someone within, 2 weeks of my son being murdered, reaching out and saying, your son's not dead, you're an actress, no one told me that was gonna come.
Social media did not help women in their career and their job, because they always put this information about their personal life. If they are not married, they talk about their private life. If they are married, they attack their husbands and their kids. If she's a beautiful journalist, they will say, oh, she can work as a prostitute.
I used to be a war zone correspondent, but in a war zone, you know where the enemy is. You know what you need to prepare for. You know how to stay safe. In this new landscape, this is intimate. You take it home with you. You wake up with it. It's with you all the time.
I was called pretty much every derogatory term that you can think of for a female.
I walked back out, and there were reporters in the front of the Capitol. And in front of reporters, Representative Yoho called me, and I quote, a fucking bitch.
If you've ever heard the term Gamergate, you've also likely heard of Brianna Wu.
The game developer relentlessly harassed during what became known as Gamergate. She spoke about the male-dominated gaming industry and got responses like this. I hope you enjoy your last moments alive on this earth. You did nothing worthwhile with your life.
Even a video of a man with a skull mask holding a knife up to the camera and saying, Brianna Wu, this is gonna be the last thing you ever feel tonight, me stabbing this through you.
So I received a lot of comments about she's growing fat. Her husband left her because she's a fat slut. Her husband left her because she's let herself go. She's sleeping with all of her colleagues. And it's like, how can you ever get through the grief and trauma when everything about you is attacked? It's bad enough losing your son. You shouldn't have to deal with all this crap as well.
This issue is not about one incident. It is cultural. It is a culture of lack of impunity, of accepting of violence and violent language against women, and an entire structure of power that supports that.
In the short term, it is only the social media platforms that can act right now.
So social media is helping to circulate the fake news, the disinformation, is helping to intimidate female journalists. Yes, for me, I was better without social media. I felt protected. But now with social media, I feel so exposed.
I wish I could rely on the social media platforms to protect me. I wish they would take more action. So far, they're taking steps, but they're not big enough steps, so I have to protect myself.